Odd. Everything connected? We rolling? Rolling? Oh. Boom. Boom. Hello. 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 Boo! Oh, there we go. There we go. I had a little interesting prompt on my computer here. It said live streaming wasn't available. Some sort of glitch, but hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. I like to keep things pretty straightforward and clear whenever possible. Yes, I use 8 sweepers in my list tonight. Will 8 stay? Will I continue to tweak as I get better and better against aggressive matchups? All kinds of aggro. It is very painful for this particular way to play dinosaurs, so we'll see. But I'm not stopping, so it's only going to get better. Only going to get better. Hopefully everybody had a good Monday. Maybe a Tuesday if you're watching this. Maybe you're already passed out. Monday was a little bit rough. At the very least, we're going to have a good time. Right here, as always. Whew. 8 sweepers. My oh my, my oh my. The list, as always, in the description. Along with the primer, if you're wondering about the general idea of just specifically how to play this. But we'll get right to the meat of things. 8 sweepers, okay. It's a pretty strong plan in Dreno, I think. Even if you're new, you must admit. You play Ghalta in a stable way. Let's say you have 2 Sunkens and a Castle Garenbrig. You get to activate its ability because of Sunken's ability to make 2 of the chosen color for a land with an activated ability. Boom. 2 Sunkens, castle, 6 for a creature or its activated abilities. 2 other lands. Lovely. That happens quite often. It's going to be death. Lethal to many, many opponents when you drop Ghalta along with Regisaur, Palani's, and I did dust it off a little bit. Cactusfolk Sureshot. It surely is the best thing to give haste and even trampled everything, because my other creatures, pretty much every other creature, is power 4 or greater. So at the beginning of combat, to get haste, to get trample, even though most have trample. That's what I'm talking about. And it has ward too, so it's even more durable than Palani's and the Regisaur. But I still want those because they give basically every other creature haste, because pretty much every other creature is a dinosaur. But many times over the past couple days I've lost because the opponent, rightfully so, they kill my only one thing that's giving haste to everybody. Maybe 2 things in some cases. It's 1 Regisaur, boom, kill it, sweep the next turn, that sort of thing. Not fun. Not fun at all. So I want to put a stop to that. And Cactusfolk, it's a creature with 4 power. Potentially triggers Vaultborn Tyrant. Quite nice indeed. Maybe I just play a Cactusfolk and then I go a Carnage Tyrant. At the very least, this gets haste. The trample again is quite redundant, but this just sticking around, lovely. Chances are it will at least stick around until the opponent's turn. Just with the ward 2, the opponent may not be able to pay the tax of that quite nicely, but getting a little bit sidetracked. It's a deadly plan. It kills a lot of stuff. If they haven't killed me, I kill them. However, aggro almost always kills me, basically all the time. It's not a complete loss. Of course, I sometimes get lucky, but if I'm basically always losing, whatever I do to make it better is good. You can't do worse than basically always losing, pretty much. So we'll bring in Anger of the Gods. We'll start off with the red sweepers. Now, I might dip my toe into black, double black for Path of Peril, 1 and 2 black to destroy all creatures with a mana value 2 or less. There you go. That should do the trick. That would be the best sweeper for all the small stuff that has been plaguing me, but for now, we'll try red. And double of the splashing color, whether it is red, black, white, for sweepers from that, it can be problematic. We may run into scenarios, and we'll see if I even remember to do it, but the first Sunken might need to be chosen as red, just to get that one source for the sweeper. Maybe I have a Stomping, a Sunken, and a Castle Garenbrig in my hands. It's what we got to do. I hope I don't mess up Archdruid's charm, because oftentimes I do like to play it safe. Just the first few sources, choose it as green. Make sure I can get green. So it's almost always sunken as that. Of course, if I have an Archdruid's charm in my hand, probably Sunken Citadel is going to be chosen as green, so that can go towards paying this lovely spell. But otherwise, I mean, if we bring in a sweeper, we know we're going to have it. Likely, we're going to see it in most variations of hands, I would think, especially with 8, but a little bit more removal. The chainsaw probably won't stay in, but it is kind of hilarious. For the most part, it's more removal, single target, 3 damage whenever it enters. Whenever one or more creatures die, put a rev counter on chainsaw. So pretty much what I envision. Play this on turn 2, take out one of the creatures, maybe most. At that point, they wouldn't be able to survive the 3 damage, I hope. And then the following turn, sweep, take out a bunch more creatures that they've played, put on more rev counters from chainsaw. Now, I do have to mention Anger of the Gods. It exiles the creatures, so that is a little bit different than dying. Unfortunately, I wouldn't put the rev counters on there. There could be Sweltering Suns from Hour of Devastation, I believe it is. Amonkhet. Cycling for 3, 1 and 2 red, the same cost as Anger of the Gods, but it just deals 3 damage regularly and doesn't exile. It is nice with the cycling, though. If you don't need it for whatever reason, you can get rid of it, but we'll see. Chainsaw 2. I don't think I want 12 sweepers. That is just it's crazy. But honestly, the only scariest thing, really, is aggro. If I just simply solve it by making them simply have nothing. As I've tried before with various iterations, well, that should be good. We keep the main plan that is deadly against the wide range of stuff, and we do this, trimming whatever creatures make the most sense. At the moment, probably Palani's Hatcher, and maybe just because it has 3 toughness. Nichols, how's it going? Foundations did add a 3 damage sweep. It hits all players, which, I mean, it doesn't matter. If the 3 damage to that opponent would be good. We should bring it up, actually. Slag something. Slag Storm. Okay. Definitely the potential to hit a player, but 3 damage to each player. I could see myself running into some awkward scenarios. Possibly I go down to 3, just barely surviving. The opponent's at, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. It's hard to say. Moving and working, good stuff. I've been good. I just got actually, maybe I'll show it for you guys. I guess I can turn off the camera, but I just got a brand new tool, a 18 gauge flex brad nailer, for anybody who knows construction. That just came in today, so I'm excited to do that and build stuff with it. Whatever I build, maybe some sort of deck boxes, potentially. That would be pretty cool. Wooden deck boxes engraved with dinosaurs and whatever. Yeah. For anybody that doesn't know a brad nailer, it's those tiny nails that go into trim and baseboards to make a really tiny hole. And yeah, I love tools. That's a pretty handy tool, useful for a lot of applications. Kind of like this deck is deadly against a lot of opponents. But I say we jump right into it. You know what the deal is. You saw the title, and yeah, we'll just smoke them. I'm thinking probably at least Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant if I face off against that aggressive deck. I don't need to barf everything. So Ghalta gone. The Vaultborn Tyrant as well. No, not Tyrranax Rex. I want to keep Vaultborn Tyrant because it's big, gains life. You know, that's what you want to do sometimes against an aggressive deck. So Ghalta, Tyrranax Rex, and keep everybody else. Sweep. There you go. Possibly Palani's Hatcher too. Trim Palani's Hatcher, bring in chainsaw. So, excuse me, something like that. I would like a hand that is better than that, though. And I just realized I'm still quite massive. resize myself back down to below the dino there. I almost didn't realize. Okay. You might think I have 18 lands or 16. That's just how it goes. There is always the chance of running into problematic scenarios. Send that to the bottom. I was thinking of sending Carnage Tyrant and Palani's Hatcher, but I like our chances here, especially with Yorion Sky Nomad. Seeing the Triome there, it makes me suspect this is 5-color Overlord enchantment up the beanstalk stuff. At the moment, we will be on track for 7 mana on turn 4, which is right where we want to be. Hopefully drop the Vaultborn Tyrant. Hope they don't have a counter spell, which I think is probably coming up. We'll wait until they maybe cast something. They could potentially have, No More Lies. They do have a source of blue and a source of white, so we'll do it at the end of the opponent's turn and draw out potentially whatever they had. If they don't counter it, I'll go Cavern of Souls, maybe. Nah, I don't think I need to do that. You know what, let's do Cavern of Souls, just in case. Just in case, because they're being sneaky. Of course, they could have exile-based removal that would take out Vaultborn Tyrant. White and a black. Exile target monocolored permanent. Well, now they can't. Maybe we draw out a sweeper. I wanted to preserve the Vaultborn Tyrant there, though. But still get that Cavern, because the odd time, this particular deck, they do have counter spells. I would hate to get caught out. I didn't have Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant, so there's no real reason to be searching for Sunken at this time. And eventually we will get there, kind of like Commercial District. I like it. Another Vaultborn on top. Might as well try for this one. See what we draw out. If it is that, well, you're about to see. Could also be a Leyline Binding. Or maybe they're waiting for the sweeper. Bring to Light potentially could be. Oh, that's okay. I can exile that Leyline Binding, getting the Vaultborn Tyrant back, and hopefully Ghalta at some point. Ghalta could potentially kill them just next turn. Oh, math is something. We have to be getting to Ghalta at some point here. You have to assume. I figure we will. Yeah, let's just search for Ghalta. I feel good. Of course, they could have Thoughtseize this deck, being all kinds of colors. We'll see if Ghalta survives. But now the onus is on them. Whatever it's called, the pressure is on them. They have to have something to deal with Ghalta. If they don't, well, look out. Oh, Valky. Yeah, you got Valky, do you? Let's see it. Huh, maybe not. No? Bring to Light. Okay. Unmoored Ego. Oh, okay. It could be Unmoored Ego. I still imagine I'm going to be killing them. Okay, no, it's that. It's Slaughter Games. Ooh. Similar to Unmoored Ego, they search for an on-land card, that sort of thing. I got a lot of big, painful stuff, so I do feel we'll still get the job done. I just wish Cavern of Souls was able to tap for a green. I'd get rid of that Leyline Binding, get Vaultborn Tyrant back, and pretty much smoke him next turn. Omnath, Locus of Creation would have to block. Okay. See what Commune gets. I like another Vaultborn, that's for sure. Hopefully they don't have another Leyline Binding. I bet they do. Where there's one, there's two. Yeah. You know the saying. The painful saying. I might bring it back to nature, honestly. But sometimes it's not really needed. Man. I don't like that. It's too bad we won't be seeing any more Ghaltas. Nuts. Dev's beginning at least a little bit scared. Take out Omnath next turn, that'd be good. Just play another one. Play another one. We'll get there. And I do have 3 left over. After I drop this, which is quite nice. I can use an Archdruid to get one back, and well, we'll see what happens. Probably will use an Archdruid to get a Leyline Binding back. To get rid of a Leyline Binding, get a Vaultborn, get 2 triggers. We'll see what they play coming up here, but okay, let's see what happens. I'll get the 2 triggers before the one that's going to get exiled is exiled, and that should give us quite a bit more gas here. At the very least, I'm at 33. Could be staring down another Bring to Light any time now. Sweeping everybody, possibly because we do have that Carnage Tyrant out. Niv Mizzet, that's not too bad. Vanishing Verse for the Vaultborn, yep. No, that's good. Niv Mizzet Supreme, its ability, each instant and sorcery in their graveyard. That's exactly 2 colors, has Jumpstart. So they can discard a card in addition to playing the card from their graveyard. Lovely stuff, for sure, 100%. Let me think. Well, certainly we activate Castle Garenbrig. I mean, that's a given. 6? Oh, beautiful. I can go Carnage Tyrant plus the Cactusfolk Sureshot. That's surely got to be good. 14, Hasty, Trample. Everybody has to block to live, which is pretty sweet. I think. What's it going to be? I'm just glad that they can't cast Bring to Light or Slaughter Games from their graveyard, because they are losing Niv Mizzet there. And they lose the Caryatid, which is, well, it's quite reasonable. Okay. Hopefully they don't have another one. Or another Bring to Light. Rough stuff. Simply playing another Carnage Tyrant plus the Cactusfolk could be quite painful for the opponent. As long as they don't get a Leyline Binding, I think we should get them next turn. Any removal would have to, well, it would cost 4. Removal for 2, they only have 3 mana, so they can't pay the ward 2 of the Sureshot. Should be alright. Yeah, nope. Don't think they can target it. They've already gone through, what is it, 3 Leyline Binding? 1? Couple Leyline Bindings, 2, so I think we're safe. Oh, and they even have to discard stuff. I'll take it. Absolutely. All right, let's just go for it. Another Carney T and good old Cactus. Maybe, oh yeah, quit now. That's what you get.
Ruthless aggression.
Boom. Cactusfolk Sureshot, 100%. Proved itself there. Quite fantastically. The Cactusfolk could have been many other things. Of course, this is the first game of the first batch, but I do like to draw some preliminary conclusions. Let's picture for a second. Cactusfolk Sureshot was the Sylvan Caryatid. Yeah, it would have been a lot different. if this was that. Yeah, okay. But do I want back to nature? Well, it is nice to take out up the beanstalks. They draw a ton of stuff. Getting rid of 2 beanstalks pretty early on before they draw too much would be quite nice indeed. Pretty much all their stuff is a mana value 5 or greater. Drawing a card from that, bring to light, all that stuff. However, we do have to worry about slaughter games. Yeah. We have to go as fast as possible and dodge the slaughter games, really. I'm almost tempted to trim Regisaur Alpha just because they have so much removal. And bringing that back to nature. A lot of removal. My oh my. But now they know, well, now they know what we have, but we know what they have. Try and get down at least 1 Castle Garenbrig. Castle and Sunkens, of course I do have 2, but I'll try and go off with that Sylvan Scrying. That hand is basically perfect, especially against an opponent who is pretty darn slow. Oh, we got a beanstalk, that's okay. Oh, and the castle to boot, lovely. Lovely stuff. Okay, we'll go with Sunken Citadel. Sunken always enters tapped, but if we get a forest, Castle Garenbrig eventually may not. Oh, well, do you like Vaultborn T-Rex? What's more problematic for them? I like a T-Rex. 2 T-Rexes, Ghalta dropping both of those, plus the Cactusfolk. Ooh, that'd be deadly. Of course, I would have liked to land. I was searching for a green source that enters untapped, just so that I could go Castle Garenbrig coming up here. I hope they're not super duper explosive. Yeah, the forest. I almost grabbed a... I want the green sources next turn. Lots of green sources. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell. Hopefully they don't cast you know what. Oh boy. Slaughter games naming Castle Garenbrig. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, uh-oh. No, maybe I'm okay. Oh, just bring to light. That bring to light for... I should have played the Castle Garenbrig. You never know. They might not name Castle. Oh boy. Probably just Ghalta. Which we still play T-Rex next turn. That's okay. But they see the T-Rex and they might not like that. Oh, Tybalt, huh? Fine. Don't care. They don't know I have a Castle Garenbrig. The opponent does not know that I'm about to reach 7. Oh, and that. Oh, beautiful. You know what we take out? You take out Tybalt. 100%. Boom.
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
I like that. I gotta say, that seems smart. And they exiled the top card of my library. It was a Stomping Ground. I don't care too much about it. We should be able to get him. We could get him next turn. If I draw land that enters untapped, dropping Ghalta. If they decide to sweep or something. Thoughtseize is not really painful because I got a lot of painful stuff. Rip whatever. I could see T-Rex going. But they also know I could get a land to play Ghalta. I made 7. I could make 8. And they could be dead. Okay. Gonna make me sack it? You gonna try and kill it? You got an extra 4 for your piece of removal? I don't think so. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine by me. Would have been nice if T-Rex could have hit, and then we would have killed him with poison counters coming up here. But let's do this. Super duper hyper aggressive. At least one goblin has to block for them to live. So I think this is pretty good. Oh, blocking with reflection. Interesting. Of course, I do imagine some sort of sweeper is coming up. Or maybe they're hoping to draw a sweeper. A last-ditch effort. Because if they don't get one, they're cooked. Of course, I could just play Palani's Hatcher next turn and continue to cook them. Yeah, it's probably a sweep. Bring to light, sweep, exile everybody. Maybe. The question is, what kind of sweeper will it be? Yep, you got all the colors. I think they have to sacrifice a treasure just to make a source of white or a source of blue. It's okay. One less treasure for them is good. Oh my goodness. Oh. Of course, I do picture them having removal either for Palani's or Cactusfolk, but that the cover-up is, well, it's a sweeper. It is pretty deadly. Collecting evidence to... Yeah, let's see. What card will they exile? I guess Ghalta. That's quite painful. And we got lots of big stuff. Might actually use Back to Nature next turn. I would like to go Back to Nature plus Archdruid's Charm. At the moment, it is only an Archdruid's Charm or a Back to Nature, but definitely, if I had to choose between the two, it would be Back to Nature there for sure. Ooh, they really don't like T-Rex. My, oh my. It's a good card. Eventually. So they must have a leyline binding with that treasure getting a source of white. Nice to see Cavern of Souls. All right, let's go. Let's go with this and see how she goes. They're gonna kill it. They have to. Fatal push, leyline binding the token, something like that. Would be kind of funny if they didn't account for the token, the hasty potential, but I don't see that happening. But, hey, that's alright. Palani's Hatcher is not a monocolored permanent. Which is pretty good at dodges that. Huh. But they also see the Sureshot, and they see the Archdruid's Charm, so they know there is still the potential for pretty painful things. And Niv Mizzet is not too bad. It actually could be quite fantastic. Archdruids to shoot down Niv Mizzet, crack the... Yeah, I'd like that. Oh, never mind. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Sureshot. I mean, I didn't really need it in this particular case, but... Oh, that was a good fight. A battle. It is maybe a little bit more on the annoying side. All the card draw. It's a very, very scary deck. Sweepers of pretty much any color. The Vanishing Verse. Exiling a particular card from your graveyard, hand, and library with Deadly Cover-Up. If they collect Evidence 6. Slaughter Games. Drowned in the Log. They're packing heat from every single color. So... that's got to make you sweat, at least a little bit. Certainly made me with all leyline binding, leyline binding, leyline binding. Nobody likes that. Unless you're doing it to somebody. But, good way to start off tonight. Fantastic. Didn't really need Back to Nature. If I know what deck it is and they're bringing in where they have the Leyline Binding, and then I bring in Back to Nature, but then I play conservatively because I know they could have it. They don't have those enchantments out for Back to Nature to gain the value from destroying. So, yeah, we'll see. The Sarah Avatar, oh boy. Hope it's not Angels. You never know, it might be Azorius Control. That hand wouldn't be doing much. Maybe if I knew what they were on, if it was something a little bit slower, I might risk it. Okay, that's bad. Okay, well, it got better. Definitely send the force to the bottom 100%, and Regisaur Alpha played as safe as possible again because it's game 1. Don't know what they're doing. Oh, look. Playing it as safe as possible. Thoughtseize. I'm making 6, and there's nothing you can do about it. Not a simple. No, I'm going to make 7. Huh. That's what you get. Commercial District, both of them turn 2 and 3 for sure. Unless maybe I draw an Archdruid's Charm on the top. Good. I could definitely use that. Oh. That is pretty darn hilarious. There was nothing for them to rip from my hand because all I had was lands. The Deep Cavern Bat did nothing. Thoughtseize did basically nothing. This opponent does not have counter spells, which is very nice indeed. Nope, too late. No, sorry. Nope. Still nothing in my hand. You lose. I would like to choose a creature, but might as well put a Sunken out at this point. Possibly able to play Ghalta next turn, which Ghalta would not do much of anything. Pay 1 black to lose 2 life. That's basically what they did. Commune with Dinosaurs, we should be able to play anything other than Ghalta. And there should be something. Oh. Of course, I would imagine they have removal. I would like to choose Ghalta, but there's nothing to put down. And I do imagine they got 2 mana up. They probably have some sort of removal. Take the pain, get Palani's Hatcher down. See what they're packing. If anything. It might just be Fatal Push. Only losing one of those dinosaur eggs. It's not too bad. Huh? So, a little bit late there, bud. They could have waited until... Well, they shouldn't have waited. They should have killed Palani's right away. Then I wouldn't have made that dinosaur token. If they had killed her before combat started and her trigger went on the stack, that wouldn't have happened. Is it going to make a big difference in the long run? I don't know. It could. I'd rather have a 3-3 than a 0-1. That's for sure. Somebody big on top. Come on, Commercial District. You can do... Oh, no. No, we don't need a land. Not at all. Try and make this guy a little bit bigger. Possibly the dinosaur egg, too. Would be pretty hilarious to... Yeah, put a counter on it. Make it threatening. A 1-2. Ooh, watch out. I would kind of like Vaultborn Tyrant at this point, though. Well, you have to expect Fatal Push. That's probably going to do the trick. I mean, we're not dead yet, but it's going a wee bit downhill. I'll leave that dinosaur egg there just to possibly block shielded. Of course, they might not have a piece of removal that can take out the dinosaur egg. Can we surprise them? If they can't take out Carnage Tyrant, I don't think they'll attack with shield. Oh, the Unholy Annex tends to do the trick. Yeah, no. Okay. They don't have a demon, so that's not nothing. Do I want to? Oh yeah. Okay. No, yep. Drew a bunch of cards. I get the gist of it. Do I want a sweeper though? Now I say we could go. Yeah, keep it the same. It's not like a super fast deck. They have a couple little flying things. For the most part, I just got a little unlucky there. Completely flooded out after having to mulligan so much. But it was a pretty fantastic recovery. I don't think Ghalta Stampede Tyrant would have done too much. Although they did have little bits of removal. I don't know. We'll see. Nah. Just got to keep on trucking. Ooh. Would I keep on trucking with that? If I knew they wouldn't Thoughtseize me in the first 2 turns, I'd try it. Commune to dig for the second land, to get the Sylvan, to get the castle, for Archdruids to get the Sunken. Chaining all that stuff together would be good. That's good-ish. You know what? Let's go for it. I like the haste of Sureshot. That might come in very key. Nah, put it to the bottom. Right, what's the rule? You turn Commune into something that can't be discarded, which is another Sunken. Huh. Oh boy. Fountain of Renewal, that's not too bad. It's not really problematic at all. With the Sylvan Scrying, quite fantastic. I did not have a play coming up for turn 3. It was only going to be that Sunken, so Sylvan to grab Castle, okay, I guess not. It's got to be Sylvan. If they know what's good for them, it's going to be Sylvan. I bet. Or they could have, okay, that's fine, that's what you want to do. Stop me from getting to 7. Lovely stuff. Now I can play T-Rex or Carnage Tyrant next turn. They could have perhaps a little bit of land destruction. It's always a possibility. Or Shieldred's Edict. If they do have Shieldred's Edict, well, we're going to draw it out right now. Okay, I guess they don't. Could have been nice to smack them with T-Rex, but we make them squirm a bit with Carney T. Shieldred the Apocalypse is not so scary when we are about to drop all kinds of fantastic stuff. She's blocking, I bet. Yeah. Fine by me. Still deal a little bit of damage, get some Toxic on there. Get Carnage Tyrant next turn at the very least. Maybe Palani's or Regisaur. If they're completely tapped out, I wouldn't want them to... No, they have another. Goodness. That's a lot of fun. T-Rex on the top. Okay, Palani's Hatcher. Mostly because it is multiple creatures if for some reason I need to use those dinosaur eggs. Now, would Shieldred block Carnage Tyrant? I think there's a very real possibility of that happening. Keep out the pressure. Good, good, good. 3 more damage with that token. I like it. As long as they don't gain life, we could be okay. I think they can gain a little bit of life with that Fountain of Renewal. But just slapping down Regisaur Alpha might be enough to... I guess not. Get the job done, I was going to say. Okay. Just we'll play this too. Huh, okay. Oh, at the beginning of their upkeep, they gain a life. All right. Again, keep it as is. They really didn't have too many creatures. I would have felt absolutely terrible bringing in sweepers, taking out some of the big stuff. Yeah. Would have thrown up in my mouth a little bit. Not a great idea. Ooh. Yeah, that seems to be the trend tonight. The opening hand, 1 land. Oh, pain. Oh, that's going to be pain for the opponent. Lovely stuff. Sureshot to the bottom. Surely. I'd rather have Vaultborn or Ghalta, and especially Commune. Good. Don't go turn 1 Thoughtseize. Fine by me. Use it. Oh. Technically, I should grab a land. I'm tempted to not. Because because I like Carnage Tyrants. I got a good feeling about this. If I hadn't drawn that Cavern to have a land on the first 4 turns, nah, maybe not. If I was looking for my 3rd source of green and I had an Archdruids, or I thought maybe I would grab it coming up here. Oh, well, give me the Sylvan Scrying. Yes, please. The opponent might be crying at this point. That's good. We make 6 on turn 4. I was getting a little bit worried there. That's okay. We're losing big stuff. Is it going to be Carnage Tyrant? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're only at 18. And they haven't played Shieldred the Apocalypse quite yet. Kind of need an Archdruid's Charm fast, especially if they drop Shieldred next turn. Just a couple bats, not too much trouble. Oh man, they're really paying a lot of life. They're looking for a Shieldred, perhaps. Okay. Cavern of Souls it is. Vaultborn Tyrant might just be enough next turn to save us. Stabilize a little bit. Ghalta afterwards, draw a bunch of stuff, drop a lot of damage onto the opponent. That'd be pretty sweet. And I also might try something different. Maybe in the 2nd hour. Indomitable Creativity. If you haven't joined the Discord, definitely do so. The link to that in the description. But Commander Crane mentioned about Indomitable Creativity Dinos list, that top 16 Pioneer Challenge. Could be pretty interesting. At the very least, I don't think we're dead. Gain some life. We gain 1. Shieldred drains us, unfortunately, but we are completely flooded at this point. Ghalta is not going to be very impactful next turn. If everything... Oh, you got the Vanishing Verse, and then our chances vanished with basically lethal from the opponent. The darn Vanishing Verse. It is a pretty fantastic thing. Yeah, we'll keep it the same. Just unfortunate again. Flooding. You would hope you wouldn't flood when you have a list with 20 lands, but there's always a chance that it's going to happen back to back and keep on going, pretty much. If you get too flustered by moments like that, you won't survive that long. Not at all. Counter spells? Oh, I'm jinxing myself. The continuation of the 1 lands in the opening hand. Getting a little bit better. No castle or sunken is kind of rough. One more time. Got worse. Okay, it got really bad. Really bad. After turn 5, yeah, okay. We're going to go down to 0, sending everything to the bottom, and then we're going to gain the information of what the opponent has, as I did a couple nights ago. Okay. Yeah, we got Golgari, perhaps. Golgari Midrange, maybe. Yeah, it looks like Golgari Midrange. So we got to worry about Thought Seizes and various other things. Okay. Since it is Golgari Midrange, I'm kind of tempted to bring in the sweepers, perhaps. Even if it was just Chainsaw, that might be kind of nice too. Maybe. Trim the Sureshot. Or trim possibly Regisaur Alpha. Again, because it's mid-range, a bunch of creatures-ish, potentially. The chump blocking potential of the dinosaur eggs, I do like that quite a bit. So I'll probably keep those. Keep the same. Pack a punch. As much of a punch as possible and hope the hands are better. Okay, well, it just took a completely different game. Going to game 2 to get that. Beautiful. It's not even a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Lovely stuff. Certainly Sylvan to grab Castle. I'm hoping to go Archdruid's next turn for Sunken, play T-Rex, and we're off to the races. Hopefully not. Oh, it's the Greaser. The Greasy Greasefang. Abzan Greasefang, I have to imagine. Yes, it is with the black, white, and green. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what vehicles they get in the graveyard, if they get any. I'm not super worried. I'm still going to use Archdruids to grab Sunken for sure. Could have exiled Smuggler's Copter. That may have been a little better. But they have so many ways to get stuff in the graveyard. They're going to get that vehicle in there. Is Tyrranax Rex going to be enough? Well, it's hard to say. Things could change if I draw Ghalta. I want to dig for lands. Would I survive a bunch of damage next turn? Thinking. Parhelion is 13. Yeah, we could still live. If I go Sunken and search for Ghalta. Possibly. Ghalta. Let's see Ghalta and hope they don't have a Thoughtseize. I'm aiming to go down to 1. Cross your fingers, cross your claws. Oh boy. Risking the biscuit. No Ghalta. No Ghalta in the top 10. Not even. That's pain. Pain and suffering. Man. Well, they didn't play Greasefang this turn, so that's good. That's alright. We'll play a Vaultborn and perhaps continue to dodge that bullet. At the very least, we're getting darn close to the first copy. Duress, who cares? I don't have a non-creature, non-land, so beautiful. You lose. Hopefully Vaultborn's enough to help stabilize. 2 Vaultborns next turn. And multiple triggers really could do the trick. Still no great. This is... Oh, we're getting fortunate here, folks. Absolutely. Just hope they don't have too much exile-based removal. Got Ghalta next turn? I like it. Actually, no, I'll still go with the Vaultborn. We're going to get to Ghalta. We're going to get there. I can taste it. Ghalta. Technically, at the very least, I am getting there because I have Archdruid's Charm. And we can exile the vehicle that the opponent cheats out. So, if they do that. Either way, that has to be it. Okay, you do what you gotta do. Actually, I should still be able to live through the aggression that the opponent puts out. Okay, so we got, let's do the math. Parhelion 2, 13, 8 plus 5 is 13, 16 flying, yeah, we're good. That's fine. They're dead. Not quite fast enough. Of course I have to do it twice in a row because we had that painful moment in game 1. It was all pain. Okay, not too bad. Hopefully they don't have a Thoughtseize. That would not be great. Don't have Thoughtseize. Don't do it. Don't do it. Beautiful. They die. Love it. That's what it's all about. You just gotta live. You just gotta live until they die. Peace. You lose. I could have even used Commune with Dinosaurs at this point to find something else. It didn't matter. We were gonna get them anyways. That would have been really ruthless aggression.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Man, that's a lot of life. It's a lot of life.
Yes!
Okay. They have to be at least a little bit flustered because I mulliganed down to nothing in game 1. And then they got absolutely slaughtered. However, being Greasefang, then we just have to hope we pop off as much as possible. The sweepers, they do have a couple small creatures, but really they're going to get stuff in the graveyard. It's creatures that have enter the battlefield effects that mill or do whatever to get that vehicle in there. Yeah. We'll see. We got fortunate for sure. It could work. Hey, worth a shot. Good. Continue to dodge duress and Thoughtseize. Hopefully for a couple turns, especially if I don't draw a land that enters untapped. But if they stumble, we will be able to make it happen with that specific combination that we have going on there. Land untapped, hopefully. Got to be a forest. Maintain the 3 sources of green next turn. Now, we're looking for a castle. We didn't see it in the first top 5. And we didn't see it here. Ooh, that is no fun. It's a little bit unfortunate. And they could just be... Oh, are they milling Containment Priest? Good. Good, I don't have to worry about that. I'll take it. Yeah, still no vehicles. We're in the clear. Oh, no, okay, we're dead next turn. Might be dead next turn. They got Parhelion too. But we got Castle Garenbrig. Okay. If they get Parhelion out, we go Archdruids. Boom. Exile it. We have to take it slow. If they don't get Greasefang... Okay, I guess we're just exiling Damping Sphere with Archdruid's Charm. So that's what we're up to, is it? Man, Containment Priest and Damping Sphere. 2 things that hurt this particular plan. I don't like that. Not one bit. But if they don't have Greasefang next turn, they could be dead. Cross your fingers. Cross your claws. No Greasefang. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't see Greasefang. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no, it's Greasefang. Yep. Okay. Well, hey. Close-ish, but no cigar. Tranquil Throwback could have been nice for that lovely graveyard exile. Perhaps. I still gotta say, I like the Cactusfolk Sureshot. Tranquil Throwback, you don't have to feel too bad starting out with it. It gets you out of some very sticky situations, for sure, in game 1. That's certainly very sticky. And just making extra use of that couple bits of mana, another green, 2 extra green. If the game has gone on long, paying it for Tranquil Throwback's enter the battlefield effect. The trigger. Oh, again. The 1 land opening hand. Again, it's got to get better at some point. Okay, that's going to be it. I don't really want to go down to 0 again. Yep, Palani's to the bottom. Let's go. Definitely keep in Vaultborn and Ghalta. They're very big, impactful things. deadly things if they happen. Almost feels like pretty much every match, every game has been one land, no land, one land. Thoughtseize? Direct? No. Rakdos aggro? Maybe. Or just fear of missing out. Regular Rakdos demons, it appears. Oh, no. The forest. Oh, okay. No. Sunken Citadel, very good. Jund. Transmogrify. Reanimator. Could. Vaultborn's gone, I have to assume. Probably. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Watch him put something big in the graveyard. Get it next turn. Oh, Fatal Push. Fatal Push, not bad. It could also just be regular Jund mid-range, which is certainly pretty reasonable. I'm just happy to be able to play Regisaur next turn. Of course, hopefully, maybe seeing another Vaultborn or a T-Rex. I'm just glad the fear of missing outs aren't untapping stuff. Making a bunch of extra combats, attacking. Yeah, that's what it has to be. Huh. Well, phew. Ask and you shall receive. And what a recovery. What a recovery. That's definite revenge. Revenge on the algorithm, perhaps. Okay. The Distended Mindbender is not that bad. I only have one thing that they can choose. Which is pretty good. I only have high-costed stuff. Regisaur Alpha next turn is going to be pretty good. Block the fear of missing outs. Yeah, no idea what this deck is. It seems to be general Jund mid-range. It's got to be. No sort of funny business, cheat them out. They don't attack with anybody. Traverse, what is Traverse the Emrakul ramp or something. Seems they probably want to get it into the graveyard. That must be what they're all about. Hopefully we draw something good here. Something big. Ooh, Commune is lovely stuff. Huh? Certainly attack with Vaultborn. See if they double block, give me a copy. That'd be sweet. Archdruid's Charm is nice. It must be reanimation. Must be. Well, they're not getting Emrakul out anytime soon, I can tell you that much. They're far off from 13. They're basically dead now. Make sure they're dead. I think. That is close. No, we'll still probably get the job done. As long as Emrakul continues to stay in their hand. I mean, it doesn't really... Oh, yeah. One less for each card type among cards in their graveyard. Ooh. That does nothing. They're tapped out. Emrakul's useless. I got enough creatures to go right past it. It's not like Emrakul has haste. Yeah. You still die. I get my turn coming up. My actual turn. Oh, shucks. A lot of good that did. But would be nice to exile the graveyard for sure. Getting rid of multiple types, making it so they can't cast Emrakul. But again, as you saw, Emrakul does a whole lot of nothing. Kind of like Anger of the Gods, come to think of it. We'll trim that Cactusfolk Sureshot. Mostly Anger of the Gods because it's exile-based removal, so we don't fill up the graveyard if it matters. Potentially keeping a card type out of there. They can't cast Emrakul. They got some small stuff. Hopefully no Thoughtseize turn 1 or turn 2. If we can go off with that Sylvan Scrying grabbing Castle Garenbrig, we should be pretty darn good, I would think. I assume they have some sort of reanimation potential. Okay, yeah. Sweeping stuff. That would be bad. Nuts. Sylvan, gone. At the very least, I do have my 2 sources of red. I can sweep any little creatures that they have. Might buy us enough time. Yeah, we probably need that forest. Possibly. I'd be kicking myself if I draw a Castle Garenbrig after the forest that I was thinking of putting into the graveyard. But just play it a little bit safe for now. Excuse me. It's not too bad. We're a ways off from... Oh, okay, they don't like the anger. I like that. Huh. We'll keep going. Archdruid's Charm, of course, would be pretty lovely. A reasonable chance we draw a castle. Great. Archdruids for the castle, Sylvan for the castle, Commune to dig for the castle, and we're well on our way to playing a lot of big stuff. If I drew a castle next turn, I mean, that's ideal. There, what am I saying? There we go. We got it, but they do have Beseju, so what do you do if you can't activate castle without... If you can play castle, but you don't get an activation, if they have a Beseju, you don't do that. You wait until you can go off with castle at least once. I think I saw multiple Besejus the previous game, destroying a non-basic land. Not great. Not great at all. The Distended Mindbender is going to be problematic. Okay, not too bad. Really? They still can't play it, huh? Well, I'll play Vaultborn next turn. That's odd. I thought they would play the Distended Mindbender. Very, very strange indeed. Definitely Vaultborn. Excuse me. Oh. It's got to be the Mindbender. Maybe it'll be Emrakul. Okay. Ghalta's gone. Unless they make a big... Oops. Yeah. You're not making me discard... Oh, what? Do they not know math? They could have Thoughtseize as well in their hand. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Did they make the biggest oops of oopses? They did. Did they not see I had a land in my hand? I played one thing that cost 7, and I had a land in my hand, so I was going to be able to make 8 for Ghalta. I don't get it. Maybe they have removal for Regisaur. Probably not. Yeah, no, they don't. Good. But it could be a newer opponent. Again, the season reset, as you can see, has been somewhat painful. So this particular opponent that's in Platinum, if you end the season in Mythic, you're automatically demoted to Platinum 4. Then you got to climb back up again. But that, because it's been a couple days, that particular opponent could have been maybe a Silver that got a nice streak, went through Gold, just broke into Platinum. Of course, a very different opponent, somebody more on their journey, perhaps. Starting off with best of 3, ranked Pioneer Explorer. Guess it is past an hour. What time is it? Maybe I should get some sleep. No, we're not getting sleep. We're doing something so incredibly creative. I'm calling this in the chapters super creative live dino deck building. Yeah. I wouldn't well, I guess technically I could recommend this because Commander Crane, it did get a top 16. A decent result for a challenge. One day I have to back that up. I don't have to, but I would love to get some more ticks. Start to get ticks on the box, or put some feathers in the cap of the legitimacy. Everybody values different things, but I would like to have a resume, I guess you could call it. Okay. Creativity, indomitable creativity. Great stuff. I had 2 copies from the big score, the bonus sort of sheet from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. So I just redeemed 2 other Mythic Rare wildcards, and we're right off to the races. Pull up creativity there in a second after I choose the format. I think that's an appropriate name for a deck. So creative. So absolutely creative. All right. Indomitable creativity. 3 red and X. Destroy X target artifacts and or creatures for each permanent destroyed this way. Its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until an artifact or creature is revealed and exiles that card, and then you can play it. You do this, you destroy your own stuff to cheat out your own stuff, but the only hits that you can get are big stuff, because you have lands that make tokens, costly creatures that make tokens. You guarantee that you're going to get fantastic value out of this. How do you get tokens? Well, we'll get to the lands. Really, we'll start with the lands at this point. Where is it? Somewhere here. So Kenzin, Crucible of Defiance. I believe the list that Commander Crane posted included 2 of these. Pay 4, discard it. Get 2 colorless spirit tokens. So now you have 2 targets, but you made those 2 tokens from something that can't be grabbed by indomitable creativity because it is a land. So lovely stuff right there. Den of the Bugbear? Yeah, maybe. Fountain Port. Oftentimes it is Fountain Port, which I love a good Fountain Port. Fountain. Oh. Requires an N. I should probably learn to spell. I love English. That was my best subject in high school. I think it was 2 Fountain Ports in list. Okay, and then we sprinkle in sources of green and all that traditional stuff. Do I like with a creativity list, we're getting the big stuff in different ways. So I have to assume Castle Garenbrig, no, that's not exactly what I want to be doing. I just want the multicolored lands for sure, because, well, you need 3 red for that. So that's what we're doing. A couple commercial districts, a couple root-bound crags, 15, a little bit more. A couple rockfall vales, I like that. Maybe a few more forests. Probably should get a mountain or 2, I guess. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, a couple more lands. The list that was in the Discord, I think it was 26 lands. Might have been 28, but I'm not going to go quite that high. No siree. I could go with a Restless Ridgeline, I think. Another mountain. That should be good. 22 lands. I can't honestly tell you the last time I went to 22 lands. Okay. We don't need big crazy amounts of mana. We don't need Sylvan Scrying. We just need tokens. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, that was in the list. It's a very key card. I've heard a couple people mention about how it's somewhat decent. It's used in 1 or 2 decks. It's okay. It's okay. It could be better. Yeah, that's about it. Bargain bin, rare. Okay. Fable makes tokens, makes treasures. We get to Indomitable Creativity, possibly targeting the treasures that are made by the Goblin token. But we do need a little bit of ramp. Do I like the Thunderherd migration that was posted in the list? It only included 12 dinos, and that doesn't feel like quite enough for Thunderherd migration. There still would be quite a few scenarios where you wouldn't have a dinosaur in the opening hand or the first couple turns by turn 2 to cast this. Even though there is 12, it's mostly guaranteed at this point, but there's still enough of a chance. So we won't chance it. Glimpse the Core could be something for sure. Sylvan Scrying as well, I guess. Well, we'll start with the big stuff at the very least. Ghalta, yep. T-Rex. Let's just go with the Vaultborn. Definitely Palani's Hatcher. Palani's Hatcher is multiple things. The tokens, which could be targets for creativity. Regisaur. Yeah, let's go Regisaur. Trumpeting Carnosaur 2 was in that. Now let's go with Tally. Oh my goodness. I wonder what the average mana value of this will be. Actually, no, I need some ramp. That's too much overkill. No a Tally. Maybe a Tally. That would be fun. I do have a lot of red. No, I need ramp. Some sort of ramp. Definitely not Archdruid's Charm. I have a lot of stuff that makes red or can't make a source of green for Archdruids, which only requires the green. 5 sources of red plus the fountain ports. That's not happening. Not at all. Now we definitely have enough dinos for Thunderherd migration here. Yeah. And we definitely have enough basic lands with a total of 7. I would even be happy to use 5 total basic lands for something that grabbed the basic and put it on the battlefield. So 7, definitely good. But we do have a little bit more space. I say we add some more, a couple more big things. Maybe something for 5. Something that Trumpeting Carnosaur can drop. That'd be pretty cool. I know it. We'll just go with Tally. Couple of Tally. All right. Really, the average mana value is only 5.2. That's pretty decent. I thought it would be at least a little bit more. Okay, we got 26 dinos. They're all big, nasty stuff. We still got the lovely haste potential of Palani's Regisaur Alpha. I'm excited. Sideboard wise, we'll get the standard Back to Nature just to smoke enchantment decks and... Oh, no, that's the main. That's the main. That's not where we want it. Do once we... I guess. Maybe. Yeah, let's go with some sweepers. I'm pretty heavy into red, so I can easily spend the 2. What else am I scared about? Not a whole lot. Tranquil Throwback. Want to hurt that Greasefang if we face it too much more, which is a very real possibility with the Ether Drift coming out. Lots of vehicles, a couple different planes that they race across or whatever. Greasefang is going to have a lot of other painful targets to cheat out. Likely it's going to get one super duper amazing key thing. It's hard to top Parhelion 2, a 5/5 flying vehicle with the 2/4/4 angels that it makes. If you don't have an answer for it right away, if you can't exile it, it is mostly over, like it was there. Ooh. Something Rakdos related. Cruel Claw, the avatar there. Yeah, we got Thunderherd Migration, turn 2 Fable, turn 3, and we're off to the races. Kahira the Orphan Guard. I feel that could be an indication that it is Azorius control. I feel kind of bad since, no, we don't have Carnage Tyrant. Oh no, it must be dinos. Huh. Well, how about that? I'm just happy I drew a forest, or a mountain I should say. Just so I can keep Sokenzin, Crucible of Defiance there, if I wanted it for those tokens. Is this person honestly doing the exact same... Are they actually doing exactly what I'm doing? Or is it just dinos versus dinos? Solitarity. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Gotta be. The same list. This is nuts. Wow. Well, if they go creativity next turn, we are dead. That's just how it is. I want to know if this person's in the Discord. If you are, hello, how's it going? This is... Whoa, I whipped up this list. What? I don't get it. What are the odds? Honestly, what are the odds? Yeah, go with Sokenzin, make those things, and... yeah. See what happens, honestly. Definitely go with the Tally Primal Conqueror. See if we can get something nice off of the top of both people. Some good. Big. Oh, it's usually big. I like Regisaur. I like a Triumphant Chomp. Take out one of those. Lovely. It'd be pretty hilarious just to win this. Everybody attacks. They need that token. They're not blocking with anybody. I don't think. Oh boy, here goes nothing. Don't have creativity. Oh, shucks. We're not dead yet, but it's getting scary. Tripling Carnosaur, maybe get Triumphant Chomp. It's okay, we're not dead. Palani's in a Vaultborn, that's okay. It's okay. Can we flip a tally next turn? I think we can. That's going to be pretty devastating. Do we like to flip a tally? No, I need 9. Never mind. This is what we're doing. I could draw land that enters untapped. Reflection makes another Vaultborn. Ooh, that's not the case. Okay. Everybody attack. Actually, I should have held Reflection back and made a copy of Vaultborn that way. Really would have been better. Or it's just it. Oh, I did it. I won. That's wacky. That's a whole lot of wacky. Wacky tobacco. Brotherhood's End could be quite helpful. You know what? We'll keep it the same. I hope to see indomitable creativity. I'm just honestly still curious if this opponent is watching me and if they know. But who doesn't love to play Dinosaurs? Big, scary things? Yeah. It's always going to be an appeal to that. This hand, though, is not going to do it. No rampant stuff, 2 lands. Definitely not going to do it. Okay, no, we got there. We got there. T-Rex. Fable. Nah. Ghalta and T-Rex. Let's keep things like it is again. Creative. Oh, beautiful stuff indeed. Love it. Getting Ghalta as the replacement there. Now we're on track to devastate. I won't reveal Ghalta just so I don't scare him too bad. But the Fable, the Goblin, makes some treasures. Pretty quickly we could be getting to some devastating levels. Might still be a little bit too slow, but hey, maybe I just get to 8 for Ghalta. I think they're searching for creativity. They put a land plus Thunderherd Migration to the bottom. Volcanic Spite, this could be bad. This person is definitely exactly copying the list that was posted at top 12 or whatever, top 16. 2 Fables. Oh, that's a lot of treasures. They're just going to straight up be able to play something big coming up here. I'd rather put let's do Vaultborn. Thunderherd Migration should work out. Six, 7, I could play T-Rex next turn, or we're just dead to whatever the opponent is doing here. I don't know if I like the Goblins enough, that plan. I'd almost rather just super stably ramp. Trim Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Instead go with something that just gets lands out. Gets the job done that way. That's a lot of treasures. It's probably going to do it. Yeah. Okay. Game 3. Game 3. Oh, it's kind of fun. Doing something quite a bit different. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. I just hope that I get to go off with indomitable creativity at least once this match. Yeah. Maybe Commander Crane is Solidarity. Huh, perhaps. Alternate account or something. Ooh. I like the lands. I like a bunch of lands. But I don't like 2 creativities. It's going to have to be it. And that's probably going to be it. Eventually. Okay, no, some more lands is good. That's good. Hopefully seeing Thunderherd. Hey, you know what? I might actually tweak this a little bit after this match. I don't think I'll bother with creativity. I don't really like it that much. I could do it here, unfortunately. I think there's a pretty good chance of that happening. Pay 4, get something big. I guess not. Yeah, we'll go with Regisaur. That might get us our ticket. They're probably going to kill at least a token. Maybe they'll kill both. Okay, no, not. Oh, they got it. They have a creativity in their hand, unfortunately. That's why they put one to the bottom. And now, for the big turn. Creativity for 3. Ooh, that's not nice. It's all going to be bad. Unless I can survive somehow, go creativity for 5 next turn. Oh, Trumpeting Carnosaur. That's not nice either. We're not dead. We're not dead. Let's not get too excited here, folks. They're only hitting us for 13, and we still survive. That's okay. I could hit a Ghalta off with that creativity. That'd be pretty sweet. Well, let's see. See what it is. Oh boy. Something good. Ghalta, Ghalta, Ghalta. Oh, a tally. I like that. A tally for Ghalta. A tally for Ghalta. Maybe. Indomitable creativity with a tally is garbage. Pretty garbage. That's probably going to do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get 2 creativities. I get it. I get it. Nonsense. Now we have to contend with that junk. Yeah. Tweak it. It's creativity. You cheat stuff out. And we'll go back to the regular. Who doesn't love to cheat stuff? I better not face it again. Okay. Lotus Warriors? I don't know. I would curse my luck if it was twice in a row. And that opening hand could have been pretty good. That's not great. That's basically the same. Got to keep it at some point. We'll send those to the bottom just because Tyrranax Rex is resilient, but I guess that's potentially going to do it. Commercial District is nice for possible recovery, especially with that Archdruid's Charm. Commune digging for the third source of green. Okay, never mind. We got the other nonsense deck. Lotus Field. Izzet Lotus Field. Sunken Citadel is perfect, but it's Lotus Field, and or it could be Izzet Phoenix. Hopefully. Okay, good. Izzet Phoenix. Phew. That's not nonsense. Lovely. Of course, they could have a counter spell. Spell Pierce. Wait until they use up a little bit of mana. Archdruids to grab that Castle Garenbrig, and we wait. Wait for an opening. There's an almost certainty that they're going to use up, the Sylvan Reef. Ah, my goodness. Oh, beautiful. Yep, that's what we're talking about. My clock is better than theirs, that's for sure. They're not even getting anything out this turn. Props is an enchantment, and you have to cast 3 instant or sorceries with Phoenix. They've only cast 1 at this point. They're doing nothing. They're not stopping me. They're going to quit. I bet. Boom. Oh, look, I don't need to cheat it out. There you go. Dead. I don't have to pray that little tokens are sticking around in the face of a lightning axe, fatal push, fiery impulse. Oh, there's the spell pierce. Done. I mean, I do like cheese. I got to admit, I love good cheese, grilled cheese. Oh, but the secret to grilled cheese, you gotta toast and kind of grill the inside pieces of bread in butter in the pan, and then you flip it over so that there's multiple layers of crispy goodness. Extra old white cheddar, aged at least 5 to 10 years. So good. So good. And then pizza mozzarella. Love it. Love it. Some cheese I don't like. Blue cheese. Facing off against Lotus Field. I guess you could call it blue cheese. Facing off against that creativity blue cheese as well. It's kind of dinos. Barely dinos. It's the bare minimum for what I would call a dino deck. But now they're just dead. They're tapped out. Lethal. I'm going to send the dinosaur egg in again to send a message. You don't mess with me. Love it. Yeah, I think that's a nice way to put it. Whenever I face off against, Lotus Field or that creativity list, we'll call it blue cheese. Keep it the same though. For a long time, Izzet Phoenix has not been anything too scary. Certainly don't need Palani's Hatcher, Regisaur Alpha. That could be a potential angle to try and trim and tweak. Oftentimes they just get killed because they're the first thing that people can kill. They can't target Carnage Tyrant. Likely they can't target T-Rex with the Ward 4, having to pay an extra 4. Vaultborn Tyrant they might not want to kill because then I get a replacement and I draw another card and I gain 3 more life. And oftentimes Palani's Hatcher giving haste to everybody. That's how it goes. Could it be something that ramps a little bit, something that searches for a creature, searches for a big creature? So I would see Vaultborn Tyrant, Tyrranax Rex, Carnage Tyrant, even that much more. How often do I need the haste on everybody? Whatever it comes from, the Sureshot and all of that, it could technically work, but with the potential of Spell Pierce, I don't want to. Could have been nice to keep Palani and Regisaur there, but T-Rex is deadly stuff, as we know. I'll let him spend mana. I want to use Commune to dig for the Sunken or the Castle Garenbrig. And I have my first few lands for the first few turns, so it's not like I'm desperately searching for the third land or the second land. Just let them use it. Let them use it. If I didn't have the Cavern in my hand there, I definitely would have at least tried to use Commune. And hope they didn't have a Spell Pierce. They probably would have gone with that move anyways, but you never know. They got a Prophetic Memory in the graveyard, and that is a pretty fantastic thing. I don't think most Phoenix lists use a whole playset. It might be one or two. You have to assume it's going to be one or two, especially because it's a legendary enchantment. But now look, they are tapped out. We have our opening. We have the castle, and that could be the complete game-changing moment right there. Maybe they were sitting on that Spell Pierce. I wouldn't have grabbed castle a couple turns sooner. Of course, it's always interesting to see what I sent to the bottom, if it was a ramping thing, Sylvan or an Archdruid, which unfortunately one has gone down. But I didn't send any extra lands, so there's still quite a bunch. And there's a pretty decent chance that a Sunken's coming up, maybe a Sylvan Scrying as well. Very real possibility. Probably just discard a bunch of Phoenixes that they drew, because they have too much in their hand there. Or they don't. Did they not even draw a single Arclight Phoenix? That is nuts. Oh, okay, they did. Right, well, not too bad. And we should be all right. I assume that Phoenix is coming out. Oh, yeah, well, good stuff. I was hoping to draw just any land coming up here, but just being able to play Carnage Tyrant that's pretty good. Can't counter, can't target, decent. You know, if I had little tokens that I was hoping survived to target with indomitable creativity, those would not have stuck around. Not at all. I would bet money on it any day. Not happening. Especially if the opponent realizes, of course they would, likely after game one, what's happening. Profs is going to be problematic. That Brazen Borrower is about to get large-ish. I honestly might take it out if it gets too big, if I don't have too much more to play. I like Cactusfolk. You know what, they are tapped out. Take the opportunity to play Palani's Hatcher. They don't even have a single red to kill her before she hatches an egg. If they had one red up, never would do that. But since they are tapped out, it's nice to take that opportunity. Oh, why didn't I attack with Carnage Tyrant? What was I thinking? I was just so excited to play Palani's Hatcher, I guess. I didn't want to attack with that other dinosaur egg. It's too bad. Hopefully we still get them. I was honestly just so excited to play Palani's. I never get to play Palani's Hatcher against Izzet Phoenix. It's It's not too bad. I like taking out the Iconoclast. Might as well block this little token here. Stop myself from taking at least 1 damage. Not dead yet. How big will things get coming up? Do I like the Sureshot? Sure, why not? Pretty nice, decent thing. Get some damage in. Maybe we're not dead to the flying of Brazen Borer, but I have to imagine it could get to 11 power. There's the chance they'll put 6 counters on it, especially with the drawing that happens from Artist Talent. Opt, okay, so 2 counters. Actually, I don't even need too many because they have those tokens which would also do it. Sometimes I have thought about bringing in Back to Nature. If I take out an Artist Talent and a Profs, that really does gimp them quite a bit. Hurts their overall potential. It's got to be it. There would have been quite a bit less if I had attacked with that Carnage Tyrant. Nuts. Imagine we would have got the job done instead. Okay, keep it like it is. A nicely timed Anger of the Gods would be good. Taking out all the little tokens again, they change things up a little bit from their sideboard. The 3rd path Iconoclast, whenever they cast a non-creature spell, I believe, they make a 1/1 token. They anticipate. I'm going to bring in Graveyard Hate. So they make things other ways. That hand, 100%. Keep. Big time. But mostly because I'm going first. I know they won't be able to spell pierce what I'm doing. Do I like Cavern? I like Cavern. Technically, we should maintain the sources of green for Archdruids. Next turn, hopefully Sylvan to grab Castle. Oh, good. Good. They don't keep that 1 blue up for... Oh, my... Oh, folks. There it is. Do I want to go a little bit slow? Possibly. Possibly. I'll grab the Cavern of Souls. I have my 3rd source of green with the Stomping. I have a turn 3 play. I don't want to take turn 3 off and just go... you know what? I might take out Profs, come to think of it. I'll see what they play next turn. Nah, I won't take out Profs yet. That's alright. If they play some big creature, some creature that would... the counters would be put on. Oh, two Profs. Okay. That's something. Something you don't see every day. But again, we take this advantage, the opportunity to get the Sunken, make 7 next turn, even though at the moment we're only playing Regisaur Alpha. That's pretty good. Try and get that Palani's down again, because they're tapped out, which is quite nice. We get some bodies online, even though we're probably losing every single one of them. If by chance we don't, it's going to be pretty nice aggression, hopefully. I was going to say they only have a source of... Oh, well, fine by me. That's fine by me. Yeah. All right. I like this. A lot of lovely ruthless aggression. That's pretty good. Certainly Arclight is trading with playing his Hatcher, but that's a good chunk. As long as they can't deal 18 to me this turn, we should be okay. Oh, love. Oh, beautiful. Phew. That's where it's at. Okay. I think we'll leave it there for tonight. Dip my toe a little bit into the blue cheese dino creativity list. course, it all depends on your definition of what is a dinosaur list. That particular list does win through dinos, so I could see the arguments for that, but to each their own, I guess. All right, have a good one. If you're watching right now, later on, whenever it is, take a big bite out of that like button and hopefully have a good day at work. As good as possible. See you next time. Peace.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?